The Utah Jazz get a nice win against the Charlotte Hornets. This is the Hoops Nerd postgame show. All right, this one I was excited about, guys. This was LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward versus the Utah Jazz, and I was really excited to see LaMelo Ball versus the Jazz. I've watched them on League Pass multiple times. LaMelo Ball is one of my favorite players to watch, and he has just gotten better and better and better this season. And tonight he gets the start, and that was with, I can't remember who was out the game before. I can't remember if it was Devontae Graham or who it was, but LaMelo Ball gets the start tonight. And that wasn't because of injury. It's because he's earned that starting spot. And you can see why. Tonight, LaMelo Ball scores 34 points. Let's see what else his stat line was bonkers tonight. LaMelo Ball, 14 for 27 from the field, 27 shots, but he shot efficiently, 51 from the field, and 44% from three, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 34 points. He was only a -1 in a game where the Hornets lost by an amount, 17. That tells you how good he was. He was fantastic. Gordon Hayward was actually really good tonight too. That is a nice 1-2 punch. If that's your top 2 scoring guys, Gordon Hayward, 45 from the field. He didn't shoot it particularly great, but 1 for 5 from 3 is good enough, I guess, for some nights. But overall, Gordon Hayward has been scoring at a high level this season. Obviously, against the Jazz, a better defense, it wasn't as good, but Gordon Hayward, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. That's great stuff. That's a great duo you've got there. And honestly, watching this game, you look at LaMelo Ball, you look at Gordon Hayward, they've got a nice little core there. Maybe it's time for the Hornets to go talk to the Washington Wizards and go get Bradley Beal and figure out a way to get that big three together, and then you've got something that can go for years, and it's, you've got yourself a really nice team. They've got to figure some things out with the auxiliary pieces. Cody Zeller is not good. He's just he's a filler spot at center. But, and I like Terry Rozier. I think he can be a really nice kind of sixth man type that can come off the bench. Or if they can find some sort of nice big man to get on this team, then he can be a nice starter for them. But Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, and LaMelo Ball, that's a fun backcourt, and that's a team that's fun to watch. They play really well. I mean, and I talked about this on Twitter. It's a simple metric too. It's just an easy way to watch a game. But if there's a player on the other team that I'm scared when they have the ball in their hands, that tells me they're good. And I get terrified when LaMelo Ball has the ball. He's tall, 6'8". I can't remember exactly what he is. Let me know in the comments, Hornets fans. But he is big. He is fast. His passing is out of this world. I mean, you start the game off where he's wrapping around passes around Rudy Gobert and getting, subpar bigs, good shots. He's just electric. And when that 3-point shot is falling for him, you're going to have monster nights like this. 34 points. Let's see. I don't know if he went to the free throw line a whole lot. 2 for 3. So that's part of his game he could develop. Because he's so big, he can draw fouls. He's going to be, he's 19 years old. Sky's the limit. This guy has a chance to be the best point guard in the NBA. He's up there. He has a chance to be. Why can't he be up there with Luka Doncic? Why can't he be up there with I don't know if he's Harden level, but he's that type of guy that can be your focal point on offense and just, makes everything and everyone better. He's a lot of fun too. He's fun to watch. And everything you hear about the Balls, we know all the stuff about their dad and big baller brand and all this stuff. The Ball brothers play hard defense. They play hard and they're good kids. They're good kids that they're coachable. And that's one of the exciting things for LaMelo Ball this season is that he is getting coachable. Borrego, you read online and you watch the games and you kind of hear what they're saying. But one of the things that he wanted LaMelo Ball to do better was stop turning the ball over. And we know how much he'd turn the ball over in Australia and, all his, all the stuff before being drafted. And, he was electric and he'd do incredible plays, but he was also inefficient and he was turning the ball over. What's exciting for the Hornets is that he is not turning the ball over at that level. He's getting better. He's coachable. He's learning these things. He's implementing them. He's not throwing away possessions like typical rookies do. That's one of the signs of a inexperienced player is that you're turning the ball over at a crazy rate. And so it's nice to see LaMelo Ball doing that. So LaMelo Ball doing great. No one in the chat tonight, guys. It hurts my feelings. Get in the chat. Talk to me. But anyways, LaMelo Ball is just, I can't say enough good things about LaMelo. He's doing crazy, amazing stuff. It's fun to see, and he's coachable. He's learning. He's doing the things you want him to do. For the Jazz, first story of the night, though, after all the three-point shooting and all that stuff, which is incredible, Mike Conley goes out with hamstring tightness, so that's not great. You'll be... why am I not seeing this, guys? I'm not seeing the chat, guys. I'm sorry. For some reason, the chat is down tonight, and I'm not seeing it. So I'm sorry about that. But anyways, Mike Conley goes down with hamstring tightness. That plus minus for him is legit. It's real. It's he's one of the best players in the league right now. He is just leading this Jazz team in terms of just creating these crazy leads. That plus minus is legit. And so he goes down with hamstring tightness. You hope that it's not bad. You hope that he can overcome that and it cannot be a big problem. But Conley is just playing out of his mind, and it's frustrating for Jazz fans to see that. Hopefully it's not bad. Hopefully he gets over it. But that's a tough loss for the Jazz if Mike Conley is down for a while. It sounds like hamstring tightness. I didn't really notice anything. He must have just when he got to the bench after he got subbed out with his regular sub, just wasn't feeling it. And it was nice that the Jazz could come in and continue to score at an efficient level. So, for example, Mike Conley goes down. You know who steps up big time tonight? Two players, Donovan Mitchell and Bojan Bogdanovic. Bojan Bogdanovic has been, now it's like 5 games. He's on a crazy run right now. 70% from 3 tonight. 10 threes, makes 7 of them. That is out of this world. Bojan was just, there's like these Bojan runs where Bojan just like, he'll hit 2 threes in a row and it's a 6-0 run. You get like one Gobert stop. You get like Bojan 3, Gobert block, Bojan 3, and it's immediate like turnaround. The game started slow for Utah, and then they come back, and that 3-point shooting is just, it's bonkers. It's monstrous. And so you can just create these crazy runs out of nowhere. And the thing that's nice about this 3-point shooting for Utah is you're almost, they will get win. If Mike Conley sits for like a week or two, they will still get a good amount of wins, because with this system you're hitting threes, and it makes you injury proof to some extent, although this February stretch is tough, but it makes you injury proof and it makes you back-to-back proof. Tonight was a back-to-back for the Jazz on the road. Typically the Jazz don't win games like this with the talent of the past. With this team, with their cohesiveness, with the level of talent, with the completeness of the team, they overcome it. It's just amazing what they do on the offensive end. That 3-point shooting is just incredible. They're shooting, if they're not the top in the league, they're like top 3 in terms of attempts. They're number 1 in makes and in percentage. And then on top of that, on defense, they stop the other team from shooting threes. It's just an incredible formula. That 3-point formula is making them immune to a lot of things. And one of those things is back-to-backs, being tired. They're taking good shots. And even tonight, where they played probably more than they wanted to, and they were probably tired because it is a back-to-back, the one who played the most was Bojan Bogdanovic, 37 minutes. So, that's a good amount of minutes. That's actually more minutes than I've seen anyone take for a while for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert played 26 minutes. Some of that was foul trouble. Donovan Mitchell, 33 minutes. That's not a lot. That's pretty great, considering that the Hornets came back. It looked a tiny bit hairy there for a minute. It really wasn't in question, With Bojan Bogdanovic as hot as he is right now, and if he can keep this level of play up, watch out for the Jazz. Holy smokes. But they just are able to overcome these runs from other teams. Jordan Clarkson, I can't speak. Jordan Clarkson continues to just be out of his mind. 3 for 8 from 3. His percentage wasn't as great tonight. 6 for 15, but 40%, you'll take that. 15 points and 3 assists for Jordan Clarkson. The guy is moving the ball. He has evolved his game. He is shooting threes. He is getting to the rim. His touch around the rim is just incredible. It just feels like anytime he gets a clean shot off near the basket, it's going in. And he's just, and now he's passing the ball. So you can't just like double team him. We've talked about this before. In the past, you could just double Jordan Clarkson because you knew he was just going to shoot the ball. Now you have to respect that he can pass it out to a 3-point shooter in the corner. And so it's great. Guys, I'm really sorry. The live chat's not up, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. If I accidentally turned it off, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. For some reason, the live chat's not working tonight. It will next game, though. But anyways, Jordan Clarkson's been a revelation. Mike Conley's been good. If Mike Conley goes down, he's been a big part of what the Jazz do. So you put a lot of playmaking responsibility to Donovan Mitchell, which I think he can do, honestly. But it's been nice to have Mike Conley, who's been all-star level for the Jazz all year. He's been fantastic. And you know what? Rudy Gobert was DPOY level tonight. He just is a dominant defensive player. And he doesn't get enough credit for it. I know he's just not as good offensively this year. He's been just not handling the ball as well as you'd like. It's been better than I think we give him credit for. You know, he's finishing lobs with Conley better. And that's been just a nice play for the Jazz all season. But Rudy Gobert is just the defensive player of the year. He just is. When you're the number, I think they're in the top 5 defensive, I think they were 6 or 5, I can't remember, before tonight. It's probably not after tonight with LaMelo Ball going nuts, but they've been top 10 and pretty much top 5 the whole year. That's Rudy Gobert. He's been amazing. Amazing. He got the contract and he got better. That's the type of player you want. The Jazz are not filled with players that get a contract and their level of play goes down. You get a contract, your level of play goes up. That makes you a high character guy. Rudy Gobert, high character guy. Pretty awesome. So not a lot else to say, guys. It's fun to watch the Hornets. They're really fun. And LaMelo Ball is becoming just a premier player in this league. He's a lot of fun to watch. And you know what? The Utah Jazz are fun to watch too. They just blow teams out. It's crazy to have LaMelo Ball have this type of night. And it never really felt like the Jazz weren't going to win this game. And that's crazy on a back-to-back on the road, East Coast road trip. It's crazy. So let's hope Mike Conley is okay and it's not a big deal. Maybe he can rest, get some special Miyagi hamstring magic on his leg, and he can be better, guys. Make sure that you're liking, subscribing, guys. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. We're doing this every game, and we're going to be doing more soon. I'm tired. Like and subscribe. I will talk to you later.